G'day, and welcome to Diecast Salvage in Gravesend, Australia. Today I hope to do some justice to today's casting, which is a Siku Mercedes-Benz 600, and in the Corgi version it's called the Pullman. As you watch this casting go round the turntable, I would like to thank the returning friends of the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, I hope you stay so that you become a returning friend. Subscribe and share what sometimes a bubbling old fart like me gets up to, trying to give old diecast toys a new lease of life. This channel is geared for the hobbyist. What I do is not always perfect, but at least I'm giving it a go. Remember, if I can do it, so can you. And most likely, much better. Oh yeah, please leave a comment below, even if it's just to say hi or hello. So now, let's take a closer look at today's offering. Alright, so here we are with our Siku Mercedes-Benz 600. You may not say Siku on the bottom, but Siku usually have their numbers starting with a V down the bottom here. So I'm making the assumption it's a Siku. Alright, so it does have all its four wheels, which is good. I've retaken the centre hubs out of three because there was only three of them here. So we may keep the wheels looking like they are. We may do something else with it. It has opening doors, but this one is, I'll take it out, it is broken up the top of the hinge. So we may need to somehow fix that. I don't know how yet. The rear door opens. The rear trunk opens, which is much better than the Corgi version, because the Corgi version only has the boot lid that opens, if my memory serves me correctly. Both doors open on this side, and the bonnet opens as well. We are missing a headlight, but we can fashion one of those by using the UV clear resin. It is held in by one post and a tab at the rear. It's been overpainted by the previous owner. The glass, I'll get my fingers out the way. The window unit, I don't see a crack in it. I do see an issue with the rear window there on the side. So we'll probably put this window unit in some household disinfectant if it's paint, so we can take it off so we can polish it up. Alright, so the next scene is taking this thing apart. Okay, we've already taken one door out. Like I say, the top part of the hinge post is missing, so we'll have to see if we can fashion something for it. The rest of the casting will sit on its back. Taking the post out, or the head of the post out. Lift it up, push it slightly back to take off the back hook. Okay, now I have opened this before, so I can have an idea as to what I'm doing. So it has the holdings for suspension, just like the Corgi toys do. So talking about suspension, we'll get to my pliers. We do have the suspension units there, but we'll take the wheels out. They'll lift out there for the moment. We do have our wires. So I don't know, because I'll try and explain myself. If we get rid of mumble mouth, when I pulled this apart the first time, these spring arms, they were sitting inside the interior like that. They were not attached to the base, to which I believe they should be, to give the vehicle suspension. So when we put this thing together, they will be put into there. Now the interior comes apart in two halves. Carefully pry on the rear. You might push it in from the... There we go. It's a very tight fit, but we can take it out. That's the boot section, just in there. And of course we've got the rear seats. The rear doors are held in place by the rear interior. And if you have a look at this door, you'll see that that's the front door. Boy, that's the front door. What do we do with the back door? There it is. See, I told you I'd find it. But you'll see on this particular door, it has the hinge up the top and down the bottom. This front door only has it up by the top. So that was the boot that came out. That's held in, just hinged in place and held in by the interior. We'll take this door out. We're just giving it a bit of a twist and it will come out. And the driver's door again is held in by, the driver's door is held in by the interior. So that's a case of just lifting up and out. This part on the front here holds the bonnet or the hood in place. So let me put that with that. Well, it actually sits over the top of each other like so. The hood is held in place by the dash as well. There goes the final door out. There we go, there's the hood and there's the glass. Now, the hood is held in by this tab here. There is one missing on the other side. We may put it in, we may not. It's going to be a display item, not a toy as in playing with kids anymore. So we'll see what we do with that. And the engine is part of the casting. So I will put the plastics in a tub. I'll put the tyres in there. I'll put the two springs in there, and I'll put the window unit in there. So I'm going to go off and play with some strippers, and I'll see you shortly. If you don't like nudity, you best look away now, as here we have a naked casting. It's polished up very nicely. All I've done is used masking tape to hold the doors, bonnet and boot lid in place, and we've also cleaned up the base, as you can see there. So I'm going to move on to doing some cleaning of this stuff. So let me get myself ready and we'll be right back. All right, what I've done is poured out some disinfectant into here. You can use Dettol. Dettol's a disinfectant, but this was a lot cheaper. So first one that we're going to put in is our window unit to try and get rid of whatever is on that rear part of the window and on the middle part. So put that in there. We can put our wheels in there, and that one. We can put our interior in there as well. And of course, we can put in our dash. So we'll let that marinate in there for a little while, and we'll come back when they're cleaned. This is just a reminder as to what I started with at the beginning of this episode. And here we are now. Here we are with our Siku Mercedes-Benz 600 Pullman. I had fun doing this one. So you should be seeing a photo about now for my inspiration as to why I painted it this colour. So we have opening doors, opening boots, opening bonnets. That's all working fine. So no 3D printing in this one. So it's just been basically a strip, repaint. I've actually reattached the, well, I shouldn't say reattached. I have put the suspension springs in this vehicle like they do in the Corgis within the pinch welds or the pinch section. So it does have a little bit of suspension. It is a roller. Best close the doors. We have the original taillights in it. The only thing that I've added to it are the rhinestone headlights and indicators on the front of the vehicle. And the only things I've added to it, I've polished up the screen and I've made the dash of it black. So hopefully I've made an improvement to what it used to be. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. And please leave a comment down below, even if it's just to say hi, hello, guten Morgen, guten Nachmittag, guten Abend. They're the 3 German words that I can still remember. Or konnichiwa if you're Japanese. Hope you catch you next time. Diecast Salvage in Gravesend, Australia. Bye for now.